But I do want to say one thing, though. I thought this was my building, and I feel terrible that I'm getting stopped, accosted, asking for passes. Everybody in this building should know who the hell I am.
We know. That's Patrick Ewing, head basketball coach at Georgetown. He's also an NBA Hall of Famer who played 14 seasons for the New York Knicks. You would think that coaching his team at the Knicks' home arena would not be a problem, but security repeatedly asked Ewing for his credentials and ID.
And I'm getting stopped. I can't move around this building. Like I was like, what the hell? Is this Madison Square Garden?
It sure is. And the Garden's owner also owns the Knicks and retired Ewing's number.
I'm going to have to call Mr. Dolan and say, geez, is my number in the rafters or what?
It is. Number 33, right there.
All right, let's go to Bobby Bancroft.
What a press conference. And it wasn't even the big story of the night. Ewing's Georgetown Hoyas pulled off a huge upset over Villanova, the Big East #1 seed. Imagine Ewing's exasperation in the postgame if his team had lost. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. Patrick Ewing is the all-time leading scorer for the New York Knicks with 23,665 points. He was the franchise's first overall draft pick in 1986. He captured Rookie of the Year and made 11 NBA All-Star teams. In nearly every poll, he's listed as one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. He's also 7 feet tall. In other words, staff at Madison Square Garden should be able to recognize him. A spokesperson for the Madison Square Garden Entertainment Company released a statement saying that Ewing and owner James Dolan have now spoken with each other. Quote, Jim and Patrick have a long-standing relationship. They spoke this afternoon and reaffirmed that. We all know, respect, and appreciate what Patrick means to the Garden and New York. Good luck to him and his Hoyas in the Big East semifinals. Ewing isn't the first high-profile African-American Knicks personality to accuse Garden security of overzealousness. Director, producer, actor Spike Lee, who has long had courtside season tickets for the Knicks, said he was harassed last year by security when trying to enter the Garden during a game. Former New York Knicks star Charles Oakley, who played with Ewing in the 90s, was dragged out 3 years ago following a dust-up with security. Does security staff at the Garden have a racism problem? The trouble given to Patrick Ewing could fuel that accusation, and it does seem that only African-American celebrities seem to face trouble at this arena. But it's also possible that this is a case of the staff at a high-profile New York City landmark being aggressive. It may also be a case of the staff and security being too young to remember Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley and even Spike Lee. All of us like to think our work will be remembered, but there are generations of younger consumers of news, movies, and sports who don't remember key players from a decade ago, never mind 20 years ago. Then again, this was Patrick Ewing at Madison Square Garden. Perhaps it is not too much to ask the staff to know a little franchise sports history, or at least be able to recognize the coach of a team who is coming into the Garden for a game. In any case, if you think you've been disrespected by colleagues, coworkers, or a former employer, at least now you don't have to feel so bad. An NBA Hall of Famer who returned to the arena he called his house got asked for credentials and ID.
Everybody in this building should know who the hell I am. And I'm getting stopped. I can't move around this building. Like I was like, what the hell? Is this Madison Square Garden?
Only in New York. And by the way, the Knicks, they've only had 2 winning seasons out of the last 20. Something like this doesn't help.